Science has helped us learn a lot about our natural world, but there are still some things that are being figured out more conclusively, namely, why am I left-handed? I am left-handed, yes.
Ah, so you are the rarity. You are in that 10%.
The weirdo who is possibly infected with the devil.
Are you a very strong lefty?
Actually, no. I use scissors with my right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, scissors majority are built actually too for right-handed.
I think I learned how to do it as a kid.
Yeah, it must be really, really hard. This topic is fascinating just because it is so strange that in human beings, we only have 10% of southpaws, as they call themselves. I don't know if you do, but
I don't understand it, but sure.
Sure.
Like north-south?
North-south. I mean, okay, so starting with historically, left-handedness has been something that has been considered evil. A lot of times.
That's propaganda.
You know, it might be apocryphal. These stories might be, a little exaggerated. But at the same time, I mean, if you think of the word, even sinister comes from left side.
I don't
care. If we say something is correct, we say it's right. Mm-hmm. Those are all things that, exactly, if it's correct, it's right. And this is really interesting because there's all these studies, and left-handed genetics come with a lot of potential predisposed health costs.
Is it because of our genetics, or is it because we live in a world that wasn't built for us?
Well, statistically speaking, we're talking about something that is genetic. We are talking about something where there is a gene that controls it. What we don't understand is why evolution has maintained or kept, this 10% kind of as a pretty steady number within left-handedness. You have
it's solid around the world at 10%.
And so there's this really interesting study, it's Raymond study, where they predicted that there must be some kind of biological advantage to being left-handed. And that the one thing it comes with is not health, because there are larger numbers of schizophrenia and of dyslexia and elevated heart rate and all these different things that come with left-handed individuals. But there must be an advantage. So they thought combat. Because if you fight with someone who's left-handed, you're really caught off guard and you're suddenly like having to fight different ways. So they proposed this theory that if you go to the most violent societies and tribes around the world, you will find incidences of more left-handed individuals. Are you a violent person, Kim?
No.
No. Okay, well.
I mean, not physically.
Not physically.
Like emotionally.
Oh God, no. I'm a very passive aggressive person. And so what they did is they did these studies of these tribes that came out and basically said there are these tribes in New Guinea that are very violent, and they take into consideration wars and homicidal rates and all these different things. And there was a 25% incidence of left-handedness versus in the most peaceful communities that they found where it was only 3%. Turns out that's all a scam. It doesn't matter. But in sports.
So that was discredited?
It was discredited because they didn't actually go to these places. So good for you and your boo that it's not actually a correlation. There's no causation here.
I've never hit anyone that I've been involved with romantically.
Ooh.
As
opposed to the people that you have been romantically involved with that you hit all the time?
I used to be in martial arts, so that's part of it.
Got it.
So,
did you feel like you had an advantage with it?
Yeah, because people were confused.
Because you were left-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you come at them in a different way.
So my sparring partner would have to learn something that was backwards to his brain.
Yeah. And so they thought, well, maybe it's not so much violent societies and wars and things like that as a whole, but maybe it's play fighting. So sports. Things, and there are statistics that say 50% of pitchers are actually left-handed, and left-handed individuals have had a very high advantage when it comes to sports. Anything from tennis, anything that's kind of a face-off.
Baseball.
So it is a little bit of, so it is a little bit of that aggressive kind of thing, which is really interesting.
So what you're saying is, I should be a warrior or something.
You already are. You already are.
Physically, no. Audience, it seems like we're a little bit not clear. I mean, there's also some schools of thought that say it's nurture. It's, certain schools will hit you on the hand with a ruler if you use your left hand, so you better use your right hand. And certain cultures also abide by that theory. It's not super clear yet. Are you left-handed? And why are you so awesome? Please tell me on Facebook and Twitter.